Trying to catch a mosquito with chopsticks is stupid. Joining the military at 20 years old? Let's get to the video. Poppin' guys, your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another one for y'all, man. In today's video, got an email from one of my young kings. But before I read a word of it, I gotta start by appreciating my supporters, subscribers, anybody who ever done anything for the channel. If you left a comment, you left a like on any of the videos, I appreciate you guys. Secret Society, all we got is us. Now let's get to this email. The title of this email is, Am I Stupid for Joining the Military? Okay, BBD. My name is Brad. I'm 20 years old and 2 years out of high school. This is relevant because I'm working a dead-end job at Krystals. If y'all don't know what Krystals is like White Castle, right? It's like White Castle. They serve like kind of the same thing. I think White Castle might taste a little better, but that's subjective, I guess. But I digress. I'm working at Krystals and trying to go to college. Recently, I went to a Navy recruiter and I'm seriously thinking of enlisting. The problem is, my mom and cousin says I'm stupid for joining the military. They said only idiots go to the military. They are both teachers with degrees and pressure me to go to college, but it's not what I want now. Why would they say this, and how can I get through to them? Love your videos, big bro. And I love you for sending me this email, young king. Well, brother Brad, for the sake of time, I will not discuss the things that you and I specifically talked about in our email correspondence between one another. But what I will do is go into some facts and assumptions about the stigma surrounding military service so that you know that this is not the stupidest thing you could have done. Additionally, for anybody who's new to my channel, I am not an Army recruiter. I have been an Army recruiter in the past, but I do not have any dogs in this fight or horses in this race. All right, I'm not trying to recruit for the military. I'm only going to state facts that I know to be true, that I've done some research on, not significant research, but I've done some research on it. And you guys could all research this stuff on your own, okay? So, now that we got all the professional preferences out of the way, let's get to the shits. Let me put on my smart glasses so I can get smart on y'all's ass. Now, we go to work to make money, so the first topic of this discussion is definitely going to be money. According to smartasset.com, the median salary for a civilian worker in the workforce ages 20 to 24 years old is $640 per week. This equates to $1,280 per month, which translates to $33,280 a year. For context, in 2011, I was a staff sergeant in the United States Army, pay grade E6, making $2,840, and that's just base pay. Now, at the time I had dependents, and in the military, what a dependent is an individual or individuals who depend on you solely for subsistence, life, and housing. For these dependents, I was receiving what is called basic housing allowance, or basic allowance for housing, which is also BAH, if you will. So just for having a kid and having a wife, I was receiving $1,377 a month extra and $325 a month extra for subsistence. And the first one was for BAH, or basic allowance for housing, guys. All right. So let's go through the numbers. Workforce, you get $640 a week. You get $1,300 and some change a month, and you get $33,000 and some change a year. In the military, at the same age, I was getting $2,840 plus $1,377 plus another $325 a month, which computed to $4,542 a month, right? And the annual for that was $55,504 a month, right? You don't necessarily got to be Einstein to have on the smart glasses to figure out the deficit in those values. I'm going to just put them up in the screen right here for you so you can see them in clear view. And you can always look this stuff up online if you think I'm capping, all right? I just said capping. That was corny as Which leads me to my next point, which is traveling, guys. Listen, I know some guys in my neighborhood or that I grew up with that have never left the state of Georgia, right? I know people that have never left Georgia, probably never left their city, right? I know people like that. I've been to every state in the U.S. except for Idaho, Iowa, Hawaii, and Maine. I've been to Germany. I've been to London. I've been to Belgium. I've been to Czechoslovakia. I've been to Ireland. I've been to China. I'm in Korea right now. To the Dominican Republic. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Canada. I've been to Colombia. I've been to Iraq. I've been to Kuwait. I've been to Abu Dhabi. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Qatar. I even did a little stint in Poland. I'm gonna say 75% of those travels was for work. The other 25 were for leisure, but 75% was for work. And I was paid handsomely for going to these places. Let me discuss. When you travel in the military and it's for work, you are on a status which is called TDY, or temporary duty status, right? And when you're on TDY, you get certain entitlements for being on TDY. The first entitlement I want to talk about is if you're on TDY or temporary duty assignment for more than 30 days away from your family, you automatically get $250 a month extra on your paycheck for being away from your family. That's number one. Number two, you get what's called a per diem, and your per diem is pretty much money that is compensated to you for being outside of your element or traveling against outside of where you live on a day-to-day basis to make up for the cost that you accrue when you're traveling, which most of these costs you can accrue anyway without it, but it's great to have and it assists you in your travels. When I was at Fort Lee in Virginia doing some training or some schooling, if you will, I was on per diem for about 3 months, receiving about $45 a day for per diem. So when you add that up at the end of that time, it was a lot of money. I can't remember what it was, but just kind of do the math for 3 months. I might add it up and put it up there in a second. So I was receiving that, right? I was staying in a hotel, a 4-star hotel, on the government's dime. I had to get around and I didn't have my car. So they allowed me to rent a car. The rental car company, because they love veterans, gave me an upgrade on the rental free of charge, and it ended up being one of the new Tahoes for that year. And I also ate at the hotel for free, so I didn't have to spend any of the money that I was getting back for per diem. I actually was able to save a substantial amount just based on that. Now, it doesn't work out like that for everybody. Sometimes you don't get lucky to have free food in the hotel, but when it does work out like that, it is golden, because the government is going to fund that trip pretty much. They pretty much just pay you to travel for work. Now, you're going to do some work, but at the same time, you're going to get to enjoy new experiences away from where you live on a day-to-day basis. All right, which leads me to my next point about traveling. It's the Space A program, bro. Listen, the Space A program is great. Space A stands for Space Available, and this is for flights when you're traveling inside the United States, outside the United States, or what have you, right? So a typical ticket, I would tell you what a ticket costs from Korea to the United States. I paid about $1,300 for a ticket, right? If I would have done that same ticket through the Space Available program, which I won't go into detail, you guys can do research, you got the internet. Space Available program would have cost me $36 to fly from South Korea to Seattle. $36, bro. I'm gonna put it up there in case you can't hear me saying $36. All right, do your research, check it out. I'm not going into this video because I ain't got time to do it today. So, Brad, your mom say you stupid. So let's ask her about these stupid ass medical costs. The average median cost for a 20 to 25-year-old in the United States of America with low-level insurance is $200 a month. Now, that don't sound like a lot until you put it in perspective. I just looked at one of my leave earning statements from 2011, right? At 24 years old, I was paying a grand total of $23.34 for insurance. And this covered medical and dental insurance. All right. Just for context, because I like context. If you break your leg right now, Brad, and you're on that freaking civilian insurance, you break your leg, you go to the doctor, you're going to have to pay what's called a copay on most insurances. The copay is pretty much just a small amount of what you would pay in order to go see a doctor, because you can't afford to pay, or not that you can't afford it, but you won't pay the full price of what it costs to see a doctor because your insurance company covers that, right? When you get hurt in the military, you go to the doctors on post, they fix you up, they give you medicine, you're good to go. All right. I did want to talk about retirement in this video because the retirement benefits have changed for the military. They're on a different plan. You can do your research. I can do a video about it if you guys want to. But there are people, myself included, that can retire under 40 and not have to work again. So that's one of the retirement benefits if you would have joined before 2017. So it's different for you guys now. You got to do your research unless you want me to do a video on it. Leave it in the comments. All right. All right, Brad's cousin. Since we so stupid. And he said you said it. I ain't say it. But since we're so stupid, let's talk about this stupid college debt. The average college debt in the United States of America is $29,927. And that's at a cheap ass college. That ain't, we ain't talking about like Harvard or Stanford or one of them expensive HBCUs. When you go to college in the military and you have the military pay for it, guess what your college debt is? I'll wait. Ding, ding, ding. A big fat ass zero. I mean, do y'all even need me to do the math on that shit? Come on, man. Come on. Leads me to my last and final point. Some of the most intelligent people I have ever met in my entire life are serving in today's United States military. The highest of scores of IQ is 132. This will put you in a club called Mensa. Look it up. MENSA. All right, look that up on your own. But there are about 80 specialties in the United States military that require you to have an IQ of 116 before you can even have those jobs. I'll give you the short list. Navy machinist, mate, nuclear. Air Force, scientific specialist, application specialist. Army scientific maintenance, analyst, operator communication specialist. Navy cryptologic network technician. Navy nuclear electrician. And that's just the short list. For the sake of time, Brad, and because I got to go to work in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, but I got to conclude with a couple notes. Trying to catch a gnat with chopsticks is stupid. Masturbating with molasses and sandpaper is stupid. Eating soup with a fork is stupid. Bringing a knife to a gunfight, if your name is not Liam Neeson, Denzel Washington, Jet Li, Jason Statham, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Steven effing Seagal, is stupid. But Brad, making the military a stepping stone for your life or even turning it into a career is not the stupidest thing you can do. It's not even close. And that's all I got for y'all today. See you guys in the next video. Peace.